All right, I'd like to welcome you guys all on the call. Kim Dowell, she has to run to Lansing, so she's going to be joining a little bit, and then she'll be traveling. I'd asked her to share some things, but we'll do a little bit of housekeeping here. And okay, LifeVantageAcademy.com. Check, every month now, the third week, I believe, of every month across the whole United States are different ones going on. So check those out in your area. And for Michigan, we have, it just shows a Saturday, but you just go ahead and log in, order your tickets for Saturday, but there will be a Sunday meeting, and the location, exact time will be announced yet. But I assume they're going to try and do 2 to 6 again, and we'll get a recording. But again, a lot of the synergy is all getting together, and the training, I think, is still, totally worth going. So we want to keep it in Michigan too, and keep our team growing. So I encourage you guys to encourage everyone on your team to come to that. Again, we had a awesome month last month. To me, it's still not, wasn't totally awesome because Rick was still just 3,000 from Pro 4. I know you guys have been working really hard and diligent, but it's going to happen. Just a matter of time. We appreciate all that you're doing between you and Karen. Karen, she's the new one on our team, and we'll be getting to know her better. But Karen she's a fireball. She goes out there, she starts talking, and I got kids banging on the background. Hang on one second.
We love
that. I didn't want to yell in front of you. The house is live.
Go ahead.
Grandkids. So anyway, okay. Now I'd like to get a list, because it's hard to track everybody, that has rank advance. But in your teams, they usually do announcements, okay, with our leadership, and they'll announce, I believe, on the Wednesday night call with Heath and Sam Flight call, and they announce everyone that is rank advance. So for us, we have Karen. She won Pro 3, and Vince won Pro 3, and Neil won Pro 4, and Kim won Pro 5. And if you don't understand how that works, this business doesn't happen without you guys. This is a team effort, and it's everyone working that has made this happen because of Karen working hard and Rick, Lily, Rick and Penny working hard at this. It has helped bump everyone out on top. I was kind of this close from Pro 6. So we're getting there. I need to find 5 more myself and keep the momentum going. But I praise God for you guys for what's happening, because the squirrel cage has more squirrels in it running. That's the whole idea. Every one of us want to get that team, and that's where we're all working together to help each one of you build and get that momentum. I talk about the canoe. The more paddles in the canoe, okay, the faster that canoe goes. So, hey, it's good to see Albert. Our Canadians are on here. We got Bethany. Welcome. And there's our brand new Pro 5. She's smiling. Don't smile too much here. But we had a stressful couple days. It's like, Kim's like, I don't know if I can make it. I said, you're going to make it. Think positive. Where there's a will, there's a way. And so with help, a little help from our friends, you know.
A lot of help from our friends.
Yes. So that was awesome. I was so excited for Kim. I think I was more excited than she was. I don't know what that was. She was just afraid maybe it didn't happen. I said, look at the numbers. The numbers are there, Kim. Okay, relax. I even had to send her, because if you go under, not the first, in the home screen, it shows you your volume. But what I did, I clicked on it, and under the next level, I clicked on, I think, Pro 6, and it showed her with Pro 5 volume. I said, just count the numbers. I sent her a picture of the screen. Kim, you're a Pro 5. Get over it. She's excited. She was just afraid to get excited just in case something would happen. So that's awesome. And appreciate Mike being on the phone here on the Zoom. Mike is underneath Melody Sharon's team. And everything is, we are poised, guys. We're at the beginning now of a new month. The slate is clean. Okay, behind us. The last month is behind us. Now, what can we make? This is the last full month before convention. All right. So this is a month we've got to really hit it hard. You know, use us. Use your leadership. Use third-party validation. It's also important than trying to tell the story yourself. Okay. And next week, we have Laura Bishop. She's our upline team, Pro 6. You have Rusty, and then I think Sarah Dooley, and then I think it's Laura. I'm not sure exactly, but it's somewhere in there. Laura is Pro 6. She just won Pro 6 just a few months ago. And she's going to be on and sharing her wisdom with us and going from there. So we have Kim on. I asked Kim if she can share with us some of her wisdom. Kim, how did you go Pro 5? What made it happen this month?
My team worked really hard, and for all the new people out there, and you think, oh, I got to get 20,000 or 10,000 or 2,500. You don't get it by yourself. You get it working together as a team. You know, actually this month I really didn't do that much on my own, but I spent time with helping my team do theirs. And by doing that, all that counts toward volume, and that's what really helped me to make Pro 5. I can't believe I can say Pro 5. It's exciting to have a team. I mean, the camaraderie that we have, and just the friendships, that watching out for each other, and it's so special. And you know, Brian was adding up how much I needed to get there, and I was only like, I think it was going to be, I can't remember, 600 short or 800 or something like that. It was reasonable, where I thought, okay, yeah, I can do this. And actually, it was a little bit more than that, but Matt said that he was willing to upgrade, and Linda had somebody that she was going to bring in. And so with their combination of what they were doing, I only needed about 600. Well, then Rusty texted Brian and said, you miscalculated. It's like, no, you got to be kidding me. I'm so close, and yet, I mean, another 1,000, that might not seem like a lot, but in the last several hours, 1,000 is a lot. And so I needed another platinum. And I'm like, okay, you know, my first response was, okay, I didn't make it. But then I thought, and Brian's like, yes, you can do it. Don't give up. And so I started just calling all my customers and just trying to get everybody that would be willing to order extra. And Janet from Ecuador, she upgraded. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's getting closer and closer. And then we went to our meeting at Denny's. And Linda upgraded from Vantage to the Platinum with her person. And then she ended up bringing in Advantage on top of that, so that pushed it over. And yes, we made it. But you know what? It's not just me; it's our team. Our team made it, because without you guys, there's no way. I couldn't even scratch the surface. So you know, everybody working together is what makes the team and makes people advance. And you know, what was exciting, not only did I rank advanced, but Vince rank advanced, Neil rank advanced, Karen rank advanced. Am I missing anybody, Brian?
Well, as far as Pro 3s, 4s, and 5s, but I'm not sure about Pro 2s. You know, 1 and 2s. Well, anyone that comes with a Platinum pack is a Pro 1.
That's right.
I'm not sure about Pro 2s.
Okay. So, you know, when one person, we all work together as a team. It's not just one person doing the work. And so by my being able to rank advance, it caused several other people to be able to do the same thing when they put in effort to do what they needed to do too. And you know, I love our team. I think we got the best team out there, and I just praise the Lord for all of you.
All right. Give her a hand. Good job. All right, Kim. So when it comes to being a Pro 5, you shared it is a team effort. We can't do this by ourselves. This is a total, complete team effort. But what have you had to do? Okay.
I've had to persevere and push on even when I didn't feel like it.
You don't always feel like a Pro 5? Come on.
Well, sometimes I might be tired, or I feel like, you know what? Do I really want to make calls today? Well, yes, of course I do, because if I don't, you're not going to go anywhere. You got to be willing to work. It's not that you can just sit back and everybody around you works. No, you got to work too. Everybody works together. That's what makes that team effort.
Okay. So when it comes to, I wanted to try and keep this really simple so you guys understand. Becoming a Pro 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just talk about a Pro 7. I mean, that's kind of that first major step that we all want to get to, right? Everyone wants that Jeep. Everyone wants to get to that Pro 7 level. And to get Pro 7 is how much volume, guys?
Is it 100?
100,000. Okay. To get to a Pro 7, now this is where you guys are better at math, but I think I can even figure this one out myself. How many Pro 5s do you need to go Pro 7? A Pro 5 is 20,000 in volume.
5.
I count 4. Karen. 4. Yep. Karen and I.
Yeah, I guess it is 4.
5 times 4 is
80,000.
I mean 5 times 4. 20 times. No, I did it wrong. 20 times 5.
5. 20 times
wrong.
5 is 100.
We were wrong. It is 5. Where's my brain? But that's also why when it comes to numbers, I have a tendency, I get a little bit dyslexic. I thought Kim only needed 5,000 to go Pro 5, and I was telling you, all you need is 5,000. You can do this. You know, we thought, okay, we had it all figured out mathematically, everything she needed when Rusty called and said, you're still 1,000, you need 6,000 in your weak leg to go Pro 5. It's like, no. So anyway, we're all human. And I keep telling people, if we can do this, anyone can do this, guys. It doesn't take a ton of smarts. It just takes someone with a big mouth willing to talk and share. So anyway.
It takes someone with passion to believe in what you're doing.
Yes, it does. So it only takes 5 Pro 5s to get to Pro 7. Okay? 5 on your team. And for every one of those Pro 5s, they need Pro 4s. Okay, 2 Pro 4s make up a Pro 5. Okay, to go Pro 4, you need a couple Pro 3s. And to get those Pro 3s, you need Pro 2s. And to get Pro 2s, you need so it's all about accumulation of helping people get what they want. How many of you want to go Pro 5? Okay, besides Kim, she's there. She wants to go Pro 6 now, but Pro 5, okay. Well, we have enough people on here to go Pro 5 for myself to go Pro 7, okay. So think about that. Working with your team is help your people get what they want. You'll get what you want. That's what I love about this business.
In the meantime, we're helping a lot of people with a lot of issues that some people would not have hope if it wasn't for what we're sharing with them. And to me, that's very exciting because it's I look at it as a ministry because I'm helping people with, I mean, I didn't feel like I had any hope of ever getting better before I took this. I felt like that was my lot for life. I was going to have to suffer through what I have. But that's not the way it is now. And so because of that situation, I know that I have something to offer somebody else. And to me, that's really exciting.
Yeah. What differs between LifeVantage network marketing than like Amway network marketing or some of these other network marketing companies? What's the difference? Is there a difference?
We got the best.
We're a community instead of competing.
Okay, and that's true. I love LifeVantage, where all the Pro 10s are out there helping everyone, and we're all one big team. I don't feel like any of us are competing against others. That's awesome. What else?
A product that cannot be touched.
That's right.
By any other product on the market today, bar none.
That's right.
Awesome. Anyone else? Hey, Carrie. Good to see you. Carrie's our sister Pro 5 from Kauai joining us. And that's what I love with Crossline. Awesome.
I was browsing Zoom. I saw you guys were on. I thought I'd jump on and congratulate Kim and everybody. Good job. You guys are rocking it. Love it. Keeps me going on trying to build my momentum again for my team. So, rah, rah.
and you help motivate us too, Carrie.
Oh, right on. I want to hang in if you don't mind.
Not a problem.
All right.
More the merrier.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Where's Albert? Albert muted himself. But Albert probably has more accumulative experience in network marketing than any other person on this team. And I kind of wanted him to lead out for next week, but he said he's not ready yet. But Albert, do you mind sharing a little bit? What is the difference between LifeVantage? What differentiates our company? You've been involved in quite a few others.
Mm-hmm. Well, the gentleman just said it earlier. You know, we have the best product, and it's hard to go somewhere else. That was one of the reasons that this, when Bethany sent me this, that it caught my attention, because one of the big problems today in network marketing is you train a team, and then something else exciting comes along and they're gone. But I feel with the Pro Tandem, that's not going to happen because where else you go when you have the best? And that's just the way I see it with this product line, right?
Awesome. Anything else?
You're still talking to me?
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead, Vince.
I was just going to say one thing that's different, because I've been in a couple different network marketing companies as well, is this company has a lot of integrity. A lot of companies that I've been involved with, everyone talks about money and everyone's just parading up the diamonds or whatever level they're at, showing all the money that they're making, and people are chasing the dollar. But this company here, it doesn't seem to be that way. It's about integrity, and that's one thing that this company has, and camaraderie, and we all work together. And I like that. When I first joined this business, I had someone out in California, and I wanted Heath Skinner to talk to him. And I never met him before, never talked to him, but he spent 45 minutes talking to my person on the phone. And I thought that was awesome that he did that for me, and I think, like I said, it's because the Pro 7, 8, 9, they get paid to help everyone. But it's nice that we all work together as a team, and it's not like people are trying to take and step or steal other people. And we work together, and that's one of the big differences I see in this company.
Awesome. Totally agree with that.
Yeah, Brian, here again, what I've seen, I've been through a few of them, it's not a rah-rah thing. It's an education thing. And that's what I like about it. When you come on any of those programs, it's not here to just rah-rah and get everybody going or whatever, but it's more about education on the product itself and what's happening with it. And that's what we need. That's what we need to have is the confidence in the product. We know it's a good product, but people have to be aware sometimes. I don't know if anybody else can experience this, but I started out in the first week or so, I got results with the product. And then for the next month, I didn't hardly feel anything until the end of the month. All of a sudden, I start realizing all the things that's taking place because, and your body will go through that. And then you'll go into a thing where you seem like you're not happening again, but the product is going deeper. And I refer to it as like walking upstairs with a yo-yo in your hand. The yo-yo is going up and down, so you're going upstairs. Okay? So your guys are getting better and better all the time, and the body is an amazing machine when it got the right product. And to me, this is the right product.
All right, thank you for that, Albert. Definitely. So, Kim.
Yes.
You're the new Pro 5. You're the spotlight. Kim, when it came to when you first got started, okay, what did it take to get your business started?
Well, I just got to keep going back to the team because it wasn't for you and Rusty, I wouldn't be in it today because you guys taught me what to do. I didn't have to do it by myself. In fact, I told you guys at the beginning that if I had to talk to people, I didn't want to do it. And they're like, no, you guys, you don't have to talk to anybody. You just give the people to us. And so I did. And we did 3-way calls. And all I had to do was find my people, invite them. And then I would put you or Rusty on the phone. And then you guys did all the talking. And I just muted and I listened and I learned. And I learned so much. And the more I learned, the more excited I got. And then pretty soon I wanted to talk and they wouldn't let me. We just had fun together. That's what I love about this. To me, it's not a job. It's I do have an income coming in, which is really nice. But I'm doing something that I really love doing, and I'm having fun. And it's always nice to have fun. And to have a job that you have fun, it doesn't feel like a job. So I love it. I feel like I'm doing something good. I'm having a good time doing it. And I love working with my team.
All right, thank you for that. Carrie, did you have something you wanted to share?
Yeah, I was going to say, wow, look at you talk. Why wouldn't they? You can get it, sister. But you know what? That's great because there's a lot of people that are shy or they worry like they'll fail, and that's what part of your upline is about. I love that, It's like just let us do it for you and just pay attention. So right on.
Yeah.
Good. So good for you. I love that.
Yeah, I remember when Kim first got started, she was just so excited that, I don't have to do all the talking, like she said. You guys will talk for us. Well, I'm going to say that's one of the biggest reasons that she's been successful is she let us, most of the time, she did want to cut in quite a bit. It took a while to realize that, but because she not because we're so much better, but our belief system, Rusty and mine, just were much higher than Kim at the beginning. And the biggest thing to understand is it's not about us, it's about the person we're talking to. Okay? We are constantly role-playing what we want our people to do. If we're the ones that did all the selling and do all the convincing to get our people in, guess what? What are they going to think they have to do?
Same thing.
Same thing. But if you bring in somebody else, third-party validation, guys, my family would not have come in if I hadn't had someone else talk to them. It's so important to not be the message and the messenger. You might have a level of success. I've done other network marketing companies. Okay, I had a level of success. I never lost money because I was good at opening my mouth and blah, 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 doing it all myself. I built some businesses, but you know what? I didn't have anyone wanting to do what I was doing. I didn't have a team like this. I only had one or two other big mouths that were willing to sell on people too. Okay, and my business wasn't going anywhere. But I can't believe when I go in the back office, okay, I counted today, there's like over 450 people that have come into the business as distributors or customers one time or whatever, okay, in the last year and a half since I've been in here. That never happened in the last business I was in. I was in it for 10 years, and I never had anywhere close to that in a year and a half in this because we're duplicating.
That's right.
So if you want your business to duplicate, you want it to grow where people need to feel like they can do this. Who would like to, talk about that? Share your own personal experience.
Well, I actually have one that I want to share. I've never worried about whether I made it or didn't make it. I just did the work and enjoyed doing it. But when I came so close to being a Pro 5, I found myself wanting to push people to order a little more, to sign up or whatever. And you know what? I felt like I was pushing people away, and I actually had called one of my distributors and asked her if there was any products that she would like to order, and if there was anybody she wanted me to call for her and do a three-way with her. And she said, well, yeah, there might be somebody. And I said, well, today is the day. If we're going to do it, we need to do it now. And when I got off the phone, I felt really bad. I thought, you know what? I just made that all about me. And that's not what it is. It isn't all about me. It's about other people. And I bowed my head and I prayed and I asked the Lord to help me, because I don't ever want it to be about me. I want it to be about others. That's why I'm doing it. And when I did that, I had peace. And God just took over and did the rest. And I didn't have to push anybody. I didn't have to beg anybody. And that's the way it should be. We're doing this because we have something to offer people that is good for them, not about us getting a rank advance or anything. It's about others. And it was a lesson I learned, and it was something that I never thought I would fall into, because that's not why I'm doing this. But when you get so close to making it, when it's hard, I mean, being Pro 5 is hard. It's not something that you can just turn around, oh, okay, I'll be that tomorrow. No, it takes work. It takes a team working together. So when I came so close to that happening, it became about me. And I learned that lesson, and I don't ever want it to be about me. So just be careful, because we are in this for others.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Kim. Anyone have a comment on that?
Perfect.
Hey, I do. I have a question real quick. So I'm curious, like how much are you working on a monthly basis? Because I don't know when you got in, but obviously you're Pro 5 now. But so if you gave that push at that last day, the final push, and it made you feel weird, I'm curious, like how much are you working, how hard are you working through the month? If that was something different, you know what I mean?
Okay, what I did through the month
I'm
was
curious.
was more about helping my team than what I did for myself. And so I guess that's why it seemed like, okay, now I'm going to be doing this for me, but that's not the way I wanted it to be. So yeah, I did make calls and do presentations through the month, but I spent the majority of my time was helping my team. And so to turn it around and make it feel like, okay, now I'm becoming a salesman, and I didn't want to be a salesman. I didn't want to push people. Now, if I'm pushing somebody for them, that's different than pushing for myself. And so I felt bad about it, and I turned it around and decided I'm not going to do that. If I don't make it, I don't make it. But it's not going to change that it's about others. And I just felt like because I did that, the Lord blessed.
Okay, cool. But do you think that working for yourself through the month?
No, I don't feel like that when I'm making calls or doing a presentation for my people. And I did have Rusty did some and Brian did some for my people. I didn't feel like that for that. It was just coming down. I knew what my mind frame was at the end, and it was about me and it wasn't about others. And I didn't want that. But through the month, no, I am doing this because I know that I have something special to offer others. And so I know I can help them. And by helping others, you help yourself. So yes, I want this to be my business, and yes, I want it to go somewhere, but I don't want it to be just about me.
All right.
Right on.
Vince, you had something you wanted to share.
Yeah, I did. Just a second here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think she feels like it's about her, but in reality, I mean, we're a team, and we all do what we can to help each other. I remember when Rusty went Pro 6, Kim was the one that backdated her order to the month before so that Rusty could make Pro 6. So that, I mean, we all help each other out, and that's just what it's all about.
That's
so
right.
I don't think she should have to feel bad about asking for help, because she's there to help other people. She does it all the time. She's got a caring, giving heart, and she'd do anything for anyone. So if she's that close, I don't see anything wrong with her saying help.
Well, I didn't feel bad about asking for help, but with that one person, I pushed, and I felt like, and she felt pushed, and I felt like I shouldn't have done that. I don't mind asking for help, because that's what teamwork is.
Yeah. Well, you gave of yourself when Rusty went Pro 6, and that was nice. That was nice, and everyone appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean, our volume is going to be going up and down. Okay. It's just normal. It's kind of like the stock market. It doesn't always stay right there. It comes down, but, it keeps going up. But, there's hills and valleys. It's the tendency. Okay. And that tendency doesn't happen unless you have a team. Only Rusty can go Pro 5 all on his own. And I don't know how he can accomplish that, but it took most of us a year and a half, whatever. But, and at that time, they didn't have platinum packs. So they were Vantage packs.
That was a lot of hard
It
work.
was a crazy couple months, I'll tell you. Oh, I want to ask something real quick about Kim's thing. How many on Kim's team were motivated by Kim going to Pro 5?
I was.
I was.
Okay, it looks like everyone. So Kim, when you go to Pro 5, guess what? You're not doing it for yourself.
Yeah, did it for my team.
So it can really be your rank advancing isn't just for you. It's your team says, okay, it can be done. I'll give you an example. For me, watching Julie Mai and Daisy and Jen Murray and Laura Bishop, watching them rank advance, I said, okay, this is the real deal. That was like from Pro 5 to Pro 6 to Pro 7 to Daisy to Pro 8. Go, okay, this can be done. It's people I know in the flesh. I've seen them, met them, worked with them. I know what kind of presentations they do. This can be done. And so even if you are trying to rank advance, don't always think about it. It's just for you. This is for your team. The more you're leading out, it's like that lead dog in a sled team. They're going for it. They're going for it. And that is just not just for them. They're going for it because they're the leader.
Okay.
Leading their team to victory, to the whole thing.
I appreciate that,
Go
Rusty.
ahead,
Thank you.
Karen. Karen's got a question.
I'm sorry. No, I have to go. My aunt just died. I just got a text, which I never have, but I've got to go. So I just didn't want to, but I got to go. So sorry. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay. Glad you were on, Karen.
All right.
Okay. Brian, I need to jump off for a minute. I'll be back on in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay. All right. Vince, I think you were going to say something.
No, that just I just agree with Rusty 100%. You know, like I said, just with her going Pro 5, when Rusty went Pro 6, it is for the team because everyone sees this is. You know, I told my son, I said, you know, his mother-in-law, she went Pro 5, and he goes, really? I mean, he seemed surprised, but he seemed he was impressed, and he said, that's awesome. So you know. It's a great business, and I think this business here. One of the things we were talking about the products. And when you said what makes us different, I mean we have a product that nobody else has. I mean, and the thing is we have science behind our product, so that's what's incredible, and that makes it a lot different than a lot of the other network marketing companies because they have Me Too products. We have a product that no one else has. We have science behind our product, and we have integrity in with this company. That's what makes this company like none other. And I truly believe, this is the only company I've ever felt this way. I think if you do the things that you need to do in this company and you do them on a consistent basis, you will succeed no matter what. You can't help it, but you will. As long as you consistently do what you're supposed to do in this company, you will succeed.
And what is that, Vince?
It's daily doing the things that we need to do, presentations, getting on the calls, going to meetings, going to conferences. These are the things that we need to do on a regular basis. Setting up in the day before when you go to bed at night, say, okay, who am I going to talk to tomorrow? And make a list of 2 or 3 people that you're going to talk to tomorrow. And that way you don't have to think about it. You're doing your next day. You're going to contact those people, and that's what I've started to do again. So. Like I said, I know Pro 3 is only a stepping stone to Pro 4, 5, 6, and beyond. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Awesome. Thank you. You know, it made me, reminded me about any time we go to a leadership seminar or when I listen to Pro Series, they said there's some core basics to build a business, and that's how many contacts. Now, before I go there, everyone on here has different goals, different things that motivate them, okay? You might say, you know what, I want to go Pro, 7 in 10 years. Well, if that's your goal, that's fine. We don't want anyone to feel like we're pushing you and saying you have to do this or when, but anyone that comes to me and says, hey, I want to go Pro 7 in 6 months. All right, well, this is what we need to do. You need to double what we're saying. Okay. But in average, to go Pro 7, where you have retirement type incomes, is a 3 to 5 year journey. It's really a 2 to 5 because there's a lot of people that have done it in 2 years. But it's a 3 to 5 year journey. It's not a get rich quick. It takes work. You have to plan. You have to, if you treat it like a business, you have a business. If you don't, you don't. It's just, that simple. It's a work ethic. It's knowing what you need to do to make it happen. It's write down those names. Like Vince said, go back. If you're struggling, go back to the blueprint. Okay? We have that book called The Blueprint. Read it again. What does it take to build a business? It's simple. Contact consistently 3 to 5 people a day. If you can't do it 5 days or 6 days a week, whatever. Maybe that's 2-3 hours. What encourages me is Julie Mai and Daisy Goodwin, both of them Pro 7s, and Daisy's a Pro 8, built their business during the couple hours a day when their kids were taking their naps. But they worked it hard. I mean, they made a lot of phone calls. They got a lot of things happening, and they had a team. Julie Mai, I think, only brought in like about 9 people. I think someone shared that. Personally enrolled only like 9 people, and then she helped all of them rank advance, and she won Pro 7. That's incredible. Okay, now that's looking at the little side, maybe the least of making it happen. But what's even more important is for us, we might have to bring 30 or 40 people. Okay? So Rusty just corrected me. She brought in 11, but I think from early on, I thought I heard 9. But okay, we'll go with the 11.
I guess the interesting point there is not the 9 or the 11, but only 4 of those actually did it.
Okay, only 4 of them actually went.
That's awesome.
But if it's not happening for you with the 4 that you brought in, okay, it's hard to resurrect the dead. They say go find 5 more. Okay, you're just looking for people that do want this. Not everyone's going to do it. That can get discouraging. We want to beat them with a stick. Get moving. Do something. But you know what? You can't motivate unmotivated people. So you just need to go out and find, someone that might not be motivated now, as you start working, maybe 6 months from now or a year from now, they will be more motivated, and then they'll start doing something more. Hey, Melody.
Hi.
So, every one of us is different. Every one of us have a different journey, okay? But it's finding that first 5. As fast as you can, try and find that first 5 people to get your business started. Find those 5 distributors. Don't do it by yourself, because if you do it all by yourself, you're setting up your people for success, because they might not be able to do what you're doing. You might be a dynamo. You might be able to talk to everyone on your own and convince people to join the business. But you know what? If that's what you did, your people most likely are going to get discouraged because, well, I can't do what he's doing or she did or whatever, and they might not do anything. But if you share with them, just connect them with somebody else, it helps build their belief system that they can do this. Does anyone else have any comments on that?
The only thing I was going to say, Brian, is that sometimes if you take and you bring somebody in a business and nothing happens with them, they're not doing anything. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you continue on and you succeed, they see you succeeding, that can be motivating for them as well. Because a lot of times people get into business like this and they say, well, my sponsor's not doing anything, he's not going anywhere. But if they see you going on and moving on, then that kind of motivates them and to kind of, let's take another look at this.
That is so true. You have no idea. People are watching you, okay? I mean, I've had some people that I brought in right away, okay, but they didn't do anything. But I started rank advancing. I started, doing more, and then I called them back, and so how are you doing in this? You getting what you're wanting out of it? It's like, yeah, my team is growing and all that, and then say, okay, then I need to, I guess I'll take another look at this myself. All right. People are waiting for you to do something because they hear about network marketing all the time, but they don't know that in their own mind is where people fail. If you don't think you'll be successful, we talked about this last week, if you're not going anywhere mentally, your people aren't going anywhere. But if you are being successful and you are successful minded, it's going to help encourage your people, let them know, hey, if that guy can do it, anyone can.
Okay.
Anyone else has something you'd like to share?
Sure, I can do anything.
Anyone else? All right. Well, like I shared, next week we have Laura Bishop is going to be leading out. I want to encourage every one of you to talk to your people, okay? I want to see the screen. I want to see everyone's pictures a lot smaller. That means there's more frames. I can't wait till the point you have to scroll from one frame to the next, okay? Because we have so many people. You can only fit on, I think, 25 on one frame, and then you have to go to the next screen to see everyone. So Laura Bishop is going to be on here, and she sent me a text. I told her it was an hour, and she said, really? An hour? Because everyone in this pretty much just has 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe it's my personality, 30 minutes, I feel like I'm just now starting to get excited, starting to learn. I want to hear more. If I'm going to take the time for training, I want to get the most out of it. I told her the biggest problem I have is getting people off the Zoom at the end of the hour because, we're wanting this, okay? So invite everyone that you know to get on next week's call. Let's really support Laura. Let's let her see how big this is, okay? And September has just started. We've got to hit this month really hard, okay? I want to go across that stage as Pro 6. My goal was to be Pro 6, okay, before convention. I don't know what your goals are, but I see Rick nodding his head. He's going to get that Pro 4 this month, okay? And I say just skip Pro 4 and go right to Pro 5. Because, Rick, you could do it, okay? What are your goals? What I want to do right now is every one of you, put you on the spot a little bit. Some of you just want to sit back and be quiet. But what is your goal the end of this month? Setting goals helps tell your subconscious over and over, I'm going to be a Pro 6, means we take action. I'm going to take action to make that happen. Where are you guys at? Who wants to be first?
Pro 4.
Okay.
Pro 4.
Vince, Pro 4.
Good deal, Vince.
Who else?
Pro 5.
Pro 5.
Awesome.
Atta girl. All right, Mike, upper right-hand corner.
I was just, I am, and with Melody, I planned to do 20 and 30 this month, but I'm getting sucked into a project, and so I guess that's going to have to go on hold. So probably I'd be good at a Pro 3 by conference, but that'll be killer to do, but try and work on it.
Actually, Pro 3 is not that difficult.
You can do it.
Pro 3 is only 5 platinum packs, and it's just a matter of finding a couple people that want this and help them find, 2 each. You're there.
All right. I heard it here.
And
All
getting
right.
people on Zooms. That makes a
No.
big difference.
I know.
Yep. All right, Dawn, you unmuted. What's your goal?
To do more than I'm doing now.
Well, hey, that's a good step forward. You are a Pro 1, but what about going
We're
Pro
off on a
2?
slow at least.
Pro 2 is just finding
I'd
two
like to
people.
at least be a Pro 2, if not 2 people. I'd be happy right today if I could find one that would actually do something. I got a lot of promises and a lot of yeses I want to, but none of them are so far doing anything. So we got to bypass those and find the real ones.
Remember, the fortune is in what?
Follow-up.
The follow-up.
Follow-up.
Not everyone's going to come in the first time you talk to them. They're waiting to see what you're doing. So it's drip on people, not squishy, just dripping. Go ahead, Carrie. Her hand is up.
I was like, it takes 5 times pretty much to follow up with somebody. Whoever said that magic number was pretty correct.
I can relate. I've had somebody sign up today and probably 20 times. But they've been a customer and excited, so it's just been, okay, when are you going to make the decision?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, guys? I want that to sink in. Okay. She had someone, she shared it with them, they just became a customer only, but she kept dripping on them. She kept in contact with them. That is so important because the number one reason for people not to make decisions, they don't believe they can be successful. They don't believe in themselves. And it's our job to instill that belief. Guys, you can do this. I keep saying, if I can do this, you guys can do this. Okay? It's just a matter of being not afraid to open up your mouth and possibly make a mistake. I'm not perfect. I've never done a perfect presentation. I don't word things right. I get numbers mixed up. I just keep plugging away. It's my energy, my excitement, more than anything that gets people to look more. So who else? Who have we not heard from? The guy eating the carrot. Okay. Bethany.
My goal is to make Pro 4.
Pro 4. Okay. Awesome. Violet. I mean Albert.
My goal is to work harder. It's between me and the good Lord. I do this work and let them handle it from there.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right. Anyone else on here? There's a couple phones, but I know they're also tied in with the Zoom. Who's 0642?
That's me, Timothy.
Oh, hey, Timothy. You got to
My
go?
goal is Pro 3 or higher this month.
Awesome. Great job. And Kim, I don't know, 6608. Is that Kim yet?
I should know, but I don't.
Okay. I have them muted. Let me unmute them. Who's 6608? I just unmuted you.
Oh, 6608, that's me, Linda.
Oh, hi, Linda. The quiet one.
Well, I was thinking about saying that my goal would be Pro 4.
Okay. And
after Kim hit Pro 5.
okay. And I mean, Linda, we had our largest meeting ever in Lansing, guys. We had 20 people there. 20 people. And Linda started with a little core of people. She had a platinum and a Vantage pack, both sign up at that meeting. And let me tell you, there's no one happier than Kim Dowell because those 2 sign-ups is what helped push her over the edge. I was like, oh, thank you, Linda. But these people had come to, man, about 3-4 meetings at least, or 5. So before they made that decision, they just kept coming to the meetings, and eventually, their belief system that, hey, we can do this. So it just keep plugging away. It is frustrating at times, at the beginning, especially. You're sharing with a few people, you're not seeing it happen, but I'm telling you, if you keep persevering, don't give up, keep plugging away, keep sharing with people. I mean, I pray and ask God, help me to know what to say to people, lead me to the right people that need this. We have a huge blessing with our products besides a business, okay? But pray about it, okay? And God will help you, okay? But a lot of it is our own personal growth. Our business only grows as fast as we grow personally. Really with our own belief system. So work on that, okay? So anyone else has something you'd like to share?
Yeah, Brian, just real quick, you said Julie is Pro 8?
No, she's a Pro 7.
Pro 7. And she had to do that with 11 people?
Yes.
So,
and only 4 did anything.
Okay, so to me, that actually is very exciting because what that tells me is that what I need to do is instead of just trying to sign people up, I need to sign people up and help them people to find their people and work with their people to get them going, get them motivated by bringing people in underneath them, by working with the people that, and they're going to in turn do the same thing. That's what she must have done. She's only signed up 11 people and has hit Pro 7 rank with just that many people.
Absolutely.
Okay. Kim was on here a second ago, and then we lost her. But sometimes our goal is to maintain our level, okay? Like, Kim, she made that Pro 5. It was a reach, okay, because there was a lot of people. But there's nothing wrong with having a goal of maintaining your Pro 5 or maintaining your Pro 4 too, okay? And I know Carrie. Carrie, how long have you been in this? How long have you been in Light Vantage?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. How long did it take you to go Pro 5?
2.5 years.
Okay. So 2.5 years. What kept you in the game?
And I'll tell you, like, just to stay motivated, like I jumped on with Rusty and Sarah and them, and they're consistent, and so am I. So just to keep in the consistency, to keep reminding yourself of, that this thing is bigger than me. I've never done this before. I have had people come in and then just flop out, after 6 months. I actually have like 44 distributors underneath of me through everybody. Like, most of them are Pro 1s. They've never gotten off the ground, and a lot of them are in the mainland. So, but staying consistently plugged in is what kept me going. And also, pushing myself every month to see what I could do towards not only finding other people that wanted to do this, but also customers, because that helped me to keep getting paid. And when you keep getting paid, it reminds you that this does work, So I didn't do a big, 20 and 30. I haven't done that. I wish I knew about that in the very beginning, because it would have been, my business would definitely be different. But just consistently working it and making sure that I call at least 2 people a day. I was strict with myself at making sure that I connected with 2 or 3 people a day and always following up with them, So I was Pro 3 for a long time, which was fine. I needed to grow. I needed to learn. And I never was mad at myself for still being a Pro 3, I just knew that if I continuously plugged in and I kept going and kept, sharing this with people, that I would find the right people. And I'm still looking. It's like, we're always going to be recruiting. We're always going to be looking for people.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you have, the 3 or 5 or whatever, it's funny too, because I don't want to get into management mode. I want to help my team and push myself every month. Like, for instance, I think it was in June, I put it out there that I was going to put an extra $1,000 of personal volume into my business with just customers. And with setting that goal, I got that. Then I was mad, like, oh, I wish I would have said 1,200 because then I would have got another bonus. But I didn't think about that until later, I was like, but I set that goal and I did it. And so I think if you push yourself, and I also worked with my team, some awesome things can happen. Besides just trying to lift everybody else, you got to keep working on your own business.
Right.
Don't fall into management mode. I think it's easy to do that. Like, oh, I'm just going to help everybody because they need it. They do, but there's going to come a point where they're not going to really need you as much. And then you're going to be like, oh, my phone's not as busy. And if you fall out of the habit of not staying consistent, that's when you'll notice that you're not being consistent, because I've seen that with myself. But yeah, just stay consistent, and it's not easy, but it's fun. I'm trying to figure out how to do this Zoom. You guys got the Zooms down, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get the slide on with the video and put those into my business so that we can start moving faster,
Well, we love.
I'm Pro 5, but I'm not consistently staying a Pro 5.
We have no problem with you joining our team, Carrie. You're an inspiration to me. The fact that you have stuck with this, you never gave up. The dream has been there. I'm telling you guys, it's not giving up. Just keep doing it. It can get discouraging at times. Rusty, when I first came in, okay, talk about management mode. I didn't know what 20 and 30, but Rusty, I think we did 20 and 30 for 2 months in a row. Okay. When I jumped in, it's like, Rusty, I need this. I had a major drive. For 2 months, we hit it really, really hard. Brought in quite a few people, went Pro 3 in my second month. But then I had Kim had come on, and Kim started enrolling, and then Vince came on, and then I had another guy, Ron, that was did network marketing, and I got scared, and I'm like, I got to take care of these people. So I lost the momentum. I went into management mode. This kind of like Alcoholics Anonymous, Yeah, I became one of those. And I'm telling you, my business slowed down. In fact, it almost came to a screeching halt there for a little bit. And then it took time to build it back up. And it's hard. It is really hard to not fall into management mode. You need to take care of your people. It is a balance, okay? Because I found out I was a leader, and that scared me. But I was the only one, I was relying on Rusty for everything. And all of a sudden, you mean, I've got to do meetings? I need to do these 3 ways? That kind of was like a shock treatment to me. And I had to work through that. But Rusty was always there, helping me, encouraging me, and then having some leaders. It really helped encourage me. But in a way, I sat back, all right, guys, take me to Pro 7. It's like, come on, guys. Hey, what are you doing? Get going. Because I went to management mode. Guess what happened to my people? They went to management mode. If I would have kept going and kept that momentum going, I'm telling you, I would probably be a Pro 6 or at least a Pro 7 by now. don't do it. And I felt like, you know, I had to do it all myself. But you guys, we have an incredible team. You know, we have Melody here that's leader. We have Rusty that's leader. Vince is leader. Kim's a leader. You know, Rick's a leader. I mean, all the way and up. Then we do have Sarah, okay, and Laura. And, I mean, Sam Flake is incredible. I've never had him turn anyone down. I think he's done meetings for just about everyone on our team here. So do not think you're in this alone. Keep enrolling. If you start getting overwhelmed, take a deep breath and introduce your people to us. Don't try and be a mother hen, father hen, whatever, okay? And I got to take care of my babies. And I'm telling you, you're going to smother your business. The more you get your business expand past you and connect outside of you, the quicker your business will grow. It wasn't easy for me learning that. I wanted to mother everyone in my business and make sure I take care of everyone. And it was hard. You know, Melody never really needed my help. And I'm like, call me. Come on, Melody. You know, give me a call. I'm here. I want to help you. I want to do these things. And I was a little bit jealous that, I mean, she was just an incredible leader from the beginning. She didn't need my help, you know, and she was connected with Rusty and others. And I told her, okay, Ryan, it's okay to keep enrolling. All right. Keep building your business. Don't let it stop. So anyway, you know, it's.
Can I share something to add to that?
Yes, you can.
Because I think it's so important what you're saying to keep sharing this with new people. Because like when I joined and everything, I was more like you, where I just wanted to like share this with people right away. But some people, you know, want to actually go through personal development first and learn and understand and grow more. And so they may not really get started in the same way. And so it's important, like even Vince was talking about, you know, grow past some of those people who you initially roll, so it doesn't seem like you're just desperate for them to do something, because you're still continuing to be successful without them, even though you're willing to help them. But then they don't feel like this pressure, like, oh, she's just riding on my success to be successful. So I think that is important.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. It's 10 after 9. I don't want to keep, you know, people on here that have other things to do. So, you know, at this point, you know, I appreciate everyone on here and everything that's been shared and that is said. And I'm going to stop the recording.